Hey, sorry about that. Something came up that I had to take care of really quick. We've been having some technical issues. I have to keeping an eye on everything. Sorry about that. Hey, Freddy. Hey, somebody. Enjoy your lurk. Welcome. Hope you're all having a good evening. Thought you forgot to turn on mic. No, I've done it twice today. I'm not going to do it a third time. It is 10:33 p.m. It's July 10th, CST. We're going to do some SCP readings. Yippee. Yippee Satana. We're going to, over this week, tear through a bunch of the readings we've already had requested. I went and got the list of all of the ones that I needed to do. So that's what we're going to be doing this evening, is getting a start on them. Also, currently seems like Keep the Old format is winning. Power went down in my area for like 3 minutes. Oh, geez, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Pretty short time, though, to be fair. But, yeah, we are going to be reading. Cool, yeah. How you doing, GC? I am not going to be recording this via OBS. Instead, I am going to be using the good old Audacity. So it's, recorded separately. It's thunderstorming outside. Eesh. One second, it got really warm in here all of a sudden. Hopefully no further problems are had, Freddy. Alright. Anyway. Like I said, it looks like the old format is currently winning. But I guess we'll see by tomorrow whenever I actually, you know, do them. Notice these were the ones I requested a long time ago. Yeah. Like I said, I was going to go digging through my old list, because now it's easier to do. SNCP, indeed. Vereinigte. How are you? Hello, hi. Yeah, because they're easier to do now, I have no reason to not. So I am. Remember the Burger King one in specific? Yeah. Also, this sandwich has been staring at me for years. The burger on the front that we're using as a thumbnail, the first article we'll be reading, has been staring at me in my images folder for years. Looking forward to finally getting rid of it. Alrighty. Wait a minute. What is that? Is that a new Weeble? By God. It is! Hello, it is me, Dr. Wobble. I will be your guide for all things unusual. It's been stalking you indeed. There, we got the little science Weeble. 4585. Indeed. All right, let's get started, shall we? I got 3 planned. It is 4585, 4187, and 675 are the 3 that are planned. They're all decent length. I'm not going past midnight, so these might be the only ones we'll be able to get done, but we will see. Let's begin, shall we? How's the music? Should I turn it up? I think 59's probably fine. All right. What am I reading? There it is. Literally a hamburger. Item number SCP-4585. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-4585 is to be stored within a soundproof containment cell at Site 50. Interaction with SCP-4585 requires Level 2 or higher security clearance. Description: SCP-4585 physically is a standard hamburger made by the Steak and Shake Corporation. SCP-4585 is sapient and can speak in German via a voice of unknown origin. This voice has reached a maximum of 142 dB. SCP-4585 is also capable of using the 5 senses. Footnote: hearing, sight, taste, and smell. Smell, touch. And will not decompose. SCP-4585 can voluntarily cause SCP-4585-1 manifestation events, but is unable to cause a manifestation event if less than 1 month has elapsed since the last one. SCP-4585-1 manifestation events can number a maximum of 25 manifestations. Physically, SCP-4585-1 instances are smaller than SCP-4585, but otherwise identical. In addition to SCP-4585's anomalous properties, SCP-4585-1 instances also possess the ability to generate French fries. They utilize said French fries in a similar fashion to a throwing spear. SCP-4585-1 instances use telekinesis to throw these weapons, but have not shown this ability on other objects. The French fry will demanifest after it is thrown. In the event that the meat of an SCP-4585-1 instance is completely separated from the rest of the hamburger, all anomalous effects of that individual instance will cease. It is presumed that a similar effect takes place on SCP-4585 itself. Neither SCP-4585 or SCP-4585-1 instances are capable of locomotion. Addendum 4585-1. Interview Log 4585-1. Interviewed SCP-4585. Interviewer Junior Researcher Johnson. Forward. This interview was conducted 12 days following SCP-4585's discovery and containment. The interview has been translated into English. Begin log.
Hello, SCP-4585. I would like to ask you some questions. Who are you? Alex Johnson. Can I ask some questions? If you insist, I will humor you. What would you like to know? Where did you come from? Were you created at the Steak and Shake where we found you? Oh, heavens no. I was born in my great city of Hamburg. Is that the Hamburg in Germany? Of course. No other city can touch its beauty. I am fortunate enough to be the city's rightful duke. You must sense that you are in the presence of great royalty, my friend. Of course you are. You originated in Germany. How did you end up a continent away? I swam. But you can't move. I am the Duke of Hamburg. How does that affect anything? I don't follow. Whatever. We can return to that a little later. Are your subjects also like you? As in, our appearance? Yes, that is part of what makes Hamburg so great. After all, it's a lot easier to catch this world's criminals if they cannot move. That's not... Whatever. That's useful too, I guess. Is everyone in that place like you? Yes. Then how do you catch criminals? Actually, scratch that. How does the whole thing operate? I can assure you our justice system is very effective. I don't even get involved. Just in case I feel the urge to do injustice on my citizens. Isn't that great? Sure, but... how does the city operate? I mean, nobody can move. You wouldn't be able to do anything other than sit around. Excuse me, but are you threatening to incapacitate Hamburg, the greatest city of them all? No, how... I will not allow you to attack my subjects, Johnson. This meeting is over. I'm the one who started this interview. Silence!
Johnson is seen covering his ears.
Jesus fucking Christ! That was loud, you know. Hey, you were right there. Yeah, it looks like we have the loudest thing in Site 50 over here. What about? I don't really care. This interview's over. Turn off that camera, please.
Into log. Closing statement. Following this interview, Junior Researcher Johnson advised against classifying SCP-4585's Hamburg as SCP-4585-2, citing SCP-4585's inability to explain how the city would function. Further investigation into SCP-4585's origins is recommended. Interview Log 4585-2. Interviewed SCP-4585. Interviewer Junior Researcher Johnson. Forward. This interview is intended to further question SCP-4585 about its origins. Prior to this interview, SCP-4585-1 instances had not been discovered. The interview has been translated into English. Begin log. Junior Researcher Johnson is seen entering SCP-4585's containment cell.
Hello, Who the hell are you?
Junior Researcher Johnson notices an SCP-4585-1 instance in the room.
This is Auric. He is a member of my personal guard. Say hello, Auric. Hi. He is here to protect me from hostiles such as yourself. No, there's more of you. Last time, I very clearly said that there were more people like me. Not that you were actually listening. Okay, I guess. I need to check with my superiors.
Junior Researcher Johnson leaves the room. 4 minutes and 16 seconds pass before Johnson re-enters the room.
Okay. So can you tell me more about this Hamburg you mentioned last time? I have told you all you need to know in our last encounter. Well, but could you give us a general layout of the city? We know of a city with the same Why would I do that? Well, you could bargain with us. Our organization has access to many Are you suggesting a trade between our two nations? Yeah, I could see it that way. Do you not remember our last meeting at all? Why would I trust you? Well, what do you want? What could we do to regain your trust? I want, at the very least, all of Site 50 ceded to the Duchy of Hamburg. Meaning me, of course. No. Wait, how did you know the site number? Reconnaissance. Anyway, if you aren't going to hand over Site 50, I will consider this trade a failure for the people of Hamburg. Can you elaborate on this reconnaissance you just mentioned? No, we are talking about the trade, are we not? You're just gonna... Okay, this is starting to feel more like an interview than a meeting. Alright, please escort this man from the room. Yes, sir. How will you even do that?
SCP-4585-1 manifests a French fry and throws it at Junior Researcher Johnson. It hits Johnson slightly above his nose.
Is that a French fry? Alright, keep firing!
SCP-4585-1 continues to manifest French fries and bombard Johnson.
Okay, I'm just gonna take that thing out of here.
Johnson grabs the SCP-4585-1 instance and takes it out of the room.
Hey! Don't worry, Yorick! We'll rescue you from these people! I'm coming!
Johnson leaves the room with the SCP-4585-1 instance.
Come back here! I'll kick your ass! Are you a coward?
End log. Closing statement. SCP-4585 has been uncooperative in all follow-up interviews. Testing on the SCP-4585-1 instance was approved. For details on these tests, see Document 4585-T1. Due to Junior Researcher Johnson's lack of professionalism and tendency to provoke SCP-4585, he has been reprimanded and transferred to another project. Addendum 4585-2. Security Log 836-8. Forward. The following recording was taken from the Site 50 security camera number 836, located in SCP-4585's old cell. Begin log. 7:33:12. SCP-4585-1 manifestation event occurs. 22 SCP-4585-1 instances manifest inside the cell. 7:33:20. SCP-4585 begins vocalization with the SCP-4585-1 instances. 13:55:56. Security guard John Trockies enters SCP-4585's cell on a routine sweep of Site 50's safe wing. SCP-4585 yells, "Engage!" And all SCP-4585-1 instances open fire on Trockies. 13:56:09. A French fry hits Trockies in the eye, causing him to retreat from the room. After some cheering, SCP-4585 and the -1 instances begin to sing the song Schwarzbraun ist die Haselnuss. Footnote: A military marching song that was commonly sung during World War I by German forces. 14:06:49. The singing of Schwarzbraun ist die Haselnuss stops. 15:27:59. SCP-4585 and all SCP-4585-1 instances begin to chant Freiheit für Auric. Footnote: in English, freedom for Auric. End log. Interview log 4585-3. Interviewed: SCP-4585. Interviewer: Senior Researcher Beck. Forward. This interview was conducted 2 days following the SCP-4585-1 manifestation event. See Security Log 836-8. In the attack of John Trockies. Questioning was directed at how to get SCP-4585 to stop attacking Foundation personnel. The interview has been translated into English. Begin log. Senior Researcher Beck enters the containment cell.
Hello, SCP-4585? Open fire!
SCP-4585-1 instances bombard Beck.
Could you please stop that?
SCP-4585-1 instances continue to bombard Beck.
We could do this another time if now is inconvenient.
SCP-4585-1 instances continue to bombard Beck.
Well, could you tell?
A French fry hits Senior Researcher Beck on his eye, causing him to blink rapidly and rub his eyelids.
Oh, can you stop? Lovely one! I have found a weakness in the beast! Aim for the eyes! Yes, sir!
Bombardment continues and focuses on Beck's eyes and mouth.
Beck, this is going nowhere. Let's take this the right here. Agreed, these things are...
Beck's eyes are hit by SCP-4585-1 bombardment, causing him to trip and fall forwards. One SCP-4585-1 instance is crushed by Senior Researcher Beck.
Yes, let's keep attacking, boys. Kill that thing.
Beck gets up and leaves the containment cell. SCP-4585's research team decide to attempt an interview over the cell's intercom. Interview resumes after 4 minutes.
SCP-4585, could you please answer some questions? It looks like you have to talk to me over this thing. At least have the dignity to talk to me to my face. Well, we can talk face to face. Just stop throwing french fries at my eyes and we can talk. You have hurt my subjects enough, thank you. Now go back to the hell you crawled out of. You just said that we should talk face to face. I agree. Let's just... Everyone, open fire on the speakers. Yes, sir.
SCP-4585-1 instances open fell. SCP-4585-1 instances open fire on the cell's intercom speaker.
Is this really necessary?
All SCP-4585-1 instances begin to swing. All SCP-4585-1 instances... All SCP-4585-1 instances begin to sing. Schwarzbraun ist der Haselnuss.
Damn, that's loud. Can you stop, please? For the purposes of... diplomacy?
All SCP-4585-1 instances continue to sing Schwarzbraun ist die Haselnuss and bombard the cell's intercom speaker.
Okay, let's try this again tomorrow. We'll give you some time to calm down.
End log. Closing statement. The vocalizations of SCP-4585's Schwarzbraun ist die Haselnuss was heard in 15 adjacent rooms, reaching an estimated 100 dB. Due to noise complaints, SCP-4585 was scheduled to be moved to a soundproof cell. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Oh no. What date format are they using? This doesn't help. On 4/9/1971. Addendum 4585-3. Transport log 4585.1. On 4/9/1971, a convoy of 3 guards moved SCP-4585 to a soundproof containment cell. Via several on-site cardboard boxes. The following recording was taken from security guard Harold Unerp's body-worn camera. Note that this only shows a portion of SCP-4585's transport. For a full log, see document 4585-TRP-1. English subtitles have been provided. Begin log.
Come on, can't we get the wagon to move these things? It's being used right now. Besides, these aren't that heavy. Everyone, fire!
Pumping noises are heard as numerous SCP-4585-1 instances open fire.
Maybe for you, Weirdo. It would be a lot easier to move if you two stopped talking. Everyone, fire!
Bumping noises are heard as numerous SCP-4585-1 instances open fire.
This thing is so annoying. That is one thing I can agree to. Yes, everyone prepare for battle!
SCP-4585-1 manifestation event occurs. 9 SCP-4585-1 instances manifest in square formation. Footnote: formation used in the medieval era, in which participants form a square in front of the transport convoy. One instance manifests above Agent Harrison's head.
What the fuck was that? Hey, you got ketchup all over your face.
I noticed.
You there, we have come for the Duke of Hamburg. You have one chance to hand him over, or face the wrath of our mighty nation.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, looks like we have to do this
The hard way.
Open fire!
I forgot to... SCP-4585-1 instances open fire on the convoy.
Everyone rejoice! Reinforcements are here! Wait, General Bruno? Is that you? Yes, don't worry, we are coming! Let's show these bastards what Hamburg can do!
SCP-4585-1 instances continue to fire on the convoy.
Should we be... You know what? I have no words for this. Eric, should we just go through them? Well, considering the mess on Harrison's face, let's just go around. Agreed.
The convoy begins to walk away from the SCP-4585-1 instances.
Wait. What the hell are you doing? Get back here! That's not how war works!
Ahem.
Wait. What the hell are you doing? Get back here! That's not how war works!
Convoy rounds a corner, and the SCP-4585-1 instances are no longer in view.
Hey! Get the fuck back here! This violates the Geneva Convention! You don't want me to get you involved with this?
End log. Following this recording, Site-50 security personnel successfully captured the uncontained SCP-4585-1 instances. SCP-4585 and all of the SCP-4585-1 instances were successfully transported to their new, soundproof cell. Addendum 4585-4. Updates. Update. As of 1/1/1972, due to the movement of several Keter-class anomalies to Site-50, and SCP-4585's low priority, SCP-4585's research team has been disbanded. Please contact Senior Researcher Surdra or Senior Researcher Beck for details on reassignment. Update. As of 6/1/2005, SCP-4585's soundproof cell has been successful in preventing noise complaints. I heard a very loud echo? What, really? Is that still happening? Like right now?
I got him, boss.
Did I fuck up? I should have pressed... I don't think I pressed echo. I'm pretty sure I've only clicked on clean and radio demon, even if I fucked up the radio demon a little bit. During the last part, there was an echo. Does this cause an echo? Does this cause an echo? Hello? Can you hear me? My name is Dietrich. I am here to free you, my king. Could be nothing. I also have weird acoustics in this place. So it could have been echoing off the walls, potentially. There's no echo now. I wonder if I fucked up. Well, I'll figure it out later. If I did, I'll do a retake. That's fine. No problem with in my book. Probably just something else. Like I said, if it was a mess up on my end, I'll do a retake. Speaking of retake, where did I fuck up the echo? Burger that's been mocking you is gone. Indeed, it's finally done. You wouldn't happen to know where roughly my echo stopped being on, right? Because I messed up somewhere. That was a fun article, though. I love goofy articles like that. I don't know where. Understandable. I can go find it real quick. End log. SCP-4580 and all of the SCP movement of several Keter-class anomalies to Site 50 and SCP-4585's low priority. 4585-1 instances. 4585-1 instances continue to fire on the convoy. The hard way. Open fire! SCP-45 to on. Okay, looks like we have to do this. What the fuck is going on? Okay, looks like we have to do this.
Him over, or face the wrath of our mighty nation!
What the fuck was that? Hey, Just pouring, be safe. Alright, I'm gonna retake from here. I'm gonna retake these. Because this seems to be where I fucked up. Alright.
What the fuck was that? Hey, You got ketchup all over your face. I noticed. You there! We have come for the Duke of Hamburg. You have one chance to hand him over or face the wrath of our mighty nation. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Looks like we have to do this the hard way. Open fire!
There we go. Ooh. 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 You can't see me, but I'm doing the Spider-Man 3 dance. Ooh. Ooh. That one was fun. That one was really fun. I love goofy shit. Oh, quick aside. You wanna know a little secret? Before I streamed earlier today, you wanna know what happened? Both of my legs cramped. Both of them. It was miserable. Luckily, they were done by the time I had to start, but I was like, for like 5 minutes before I went live, I was like walking out cramps trying to get rid of them. Was pretty miserable. Oh man. I need to get more headache meds. Alright, well. Yeah. Is the next one. A Burger King. It is labeled as Bug-er King. Is this a bug snacks related thing? You are whatever you eat. I love bug snacks. I need to go play the DLC sometime. Anyway. It's bug snacks. Oh, oh, it's bug snacks. Oh, talking about bug snacks. Oh, it's bug snacks. Oh, anyway, I need to. My legs are starting to hurt from standing in place for so long, so I'm gonna do some quick leg stretches. Going from a talking bird to Burger King, I know, right? Very fitting. Let's do all the fast food SCPs.
Screw it, dude. Heck it, dude. Heck it, dude.
Stretch. Left. Stretch. Right. Stretch. Ah. Big stretch. Don't fall, I'm falling. I almost died. A Burger King. Bug. Bonga 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 bonga. Bonga 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 bonga. Oh, yo! Oh, yo! Talking about bug snacks. Boring as heck out there. You be safe, my dude. Ow, 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 my ow. Ow. My poor old back. Sometimes my hips start to hurt when I stand for too long. My sciatica. Oh, my poor old back. My aching back. Uh-oh. Everything seems... Okay, we're good. I was like, everything seems to have frozen, but now we're good. Be surprised if power goes out again. Please be safe. Make sure you have a light source And if you don't have bottled water, make sure you have some acquired ahead of time. Want to try and charge my phone as much as I can? I understand. Alright, well, let's not keep you waiting. If your power is going to go out any time now, I suppose we need to move forward as quick as possible. So, Burger King. Bug. Burger King. Item number SCP-4187. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. All roads leading to SCP-4187 are to be diverted away. SCP-4187-1 is to be fed 3 adult heifers daily, and SCP-4187-2 is to be monitored daily for food expulsion. Description: SCP-4187 refers to a Burger King restaurant located in blank, Missouri, a town with a former population of 1,287. SCP-4187 consists of 2 symbiotic entities, hereafter referred to as SCP-4187-1 and SCP-4187-2. SCP-4187-1 is a hostile, nocturnal entity that resembles a Burger King roadside sign. SCP-4187-1 is capable of movement through spontaneous spatial displacement. Nightly, SCP-4187-1 disappears and reappears in front of the closest living mammal to it. It then extends a thin, vascular appendage from the blue circle of the sign, which it uses to puncture the victim's brain, placing it in a vegetative state. The appendage then exsanguinates the prey before using it to constrict the victim, and oftentimes its surroundings. SCP-4187-1 lifts its victim up and places it in a set of jaws that extends from the 2 buns on the sign. SCP-4187-1 then devours the victim before wiping its jaws with the appendage, releasing a noise measuring at 110 decibels. After feeding, it reappears at its previous spot outside SCP-4187-2, before returning to an inactive state, akin to a standard Burger King roadside sign. SCP-4187-2 is the designation of the restaurant building itself. A customer can order at a self-serve kiosk inside, and the ordered food is released from a chute titled Whopper Popper. The released foods bear a resemblance to common Burger King menu items, such as Whoppers, chicken nuggets, or chicken club salads. However, these items are comprised entirely of the diet of SCP-4187-1. Exploration of SCP-4187 is indefinitely postponed following Incident A2. Document 1. Testing Log. Date: 7th of October, 2034. Items produced: 1 Angry Whopper, 1 medium-sized French fry box, and 1 medium drink. Composition: the patty of the burger consisted of chicken meat. The box of French fries contains inedible fries composed of hen femurs, and the drink is the liquefied gastrointestinal tract of a common rooster. Date: 8th of October, 2034. Items produced: 1 DK Quad Stacker Burger. The burger was discontinued nearly 25 years prior to the testing date. Composition: the burger patty was a mix of mutton and chicken breast meat. The burger buns consisted of dog meat. Date: 9th of October, 2034. Items produced: 1 package of onion rings. Composition: the rings were fried ribs of a common domestic dog. Date: 10th of October, 2034. Items produced: 1 chicken club salad. Composition: the meat of the salad was beef. The lettuce consisted of thin sheets of keratin, while the sauce was coagulated milk. Date: 11th of October, 2034. Items produced: 1 medium drink, 1 medium package of fries. Composition: trace remains of clothing were found floating in the cup. Scraps read, "These little boy." The fries were consistent with plastic used in children's outdoor toys. Note: due to the ambiguous nature of how SCP-4187-1 and -2 were able to transmit prey from SCP-4187-1 to SCP-4187-1 2-2, an unmanned drone armed with a mechanical arm, knife, and flashlight were sent in. An abridged video log is attached below. Exploration A1. Input security credentials. Level accepted. Displaying log. Begin abridged log. The drone approaches SCP-4187-2 during daylight at 6:30 in the morning. Utilizing its arm, it opens the door. To the left of the main entrance is a double door labeled Employees Only. The counter is covered by a large metal panel, out of which sticks the self-serve kiosk. Flying over to the counter, it taps in an order for 1 Whopper with fries at the kiosk. Approximately 5 minutes later, the Whopper Popper releases a takeout bag. The drone retrieves it and cuts away a sample of both items for lab analysis at command. It then returns the items to the popper. The drone is then maneuvered through the double doors, opening to a tunnel with no end in sight. The drone continues through the tunnel for approximately 5 hours. During this time, the tunnel appears to lead sharply downwards. The Whopper Popper's tube continues down the tunnel, as a large white tube at the top of the tunnel. Small white tubes network off the tube, downwards into the floor. After this time, 2 large doors are at the end of the tunnel, labeled Kitchen. The doors are pink and appear to only open one way. The drone is unable to enter without damaging its rotors. It uses its knife to slice open a section of the doors, then flies through after approximately 10 minutes of struggling. As it does so, it flies directly into the kitchen. The kitchen appears old and abandoned, with meat and other animal byproducts feeding into a large white tank. The tank produces a grinding noise and expels a Burger King takeout bag from a hopper on its rear side. The drone cuts out a sample of the salad inside until a loud rattling noise is heard. The drone's camera captures fries interweaving in the space that it cut out of the wall. Tomatoes and an unidentified red liquid are seen streaming out of the hole. The drone collects a section of the fries before it flies out of the hole, as the fries finish patching, with the location of the cut returning to normal. The drone continues on its way back up the tunnel until it is retrieved by Foundation personnel. Description of samples collected are attached below. Collected sample: Whopper meat. Notes: tenderness was consistent with human meat. 3 fries consisted of deep-fried human phalanges of the hand. A leaf of lettuce and a piece of chicken from a club salad. The lettuce consisted of layers of human cuticle. The piece of chicken was comprised entirely of keratin. Section of kitchen door. The door consists of beef, behaving as epithelial acid-resistant tissue. Fries. The fries are consistent with Burger King fries, but are animate, behaving similar to eukaryotic hemoglobic thrombocytes. Note: due to the nature of recent orders produced by SCP-4187-2, as well as the evidence retrieved by the Foundation drone, a force of 4 Foundation agents, watched by 1 command post, were ordered to explore the restaurant to report on its transport system. Between SCP-4187-1 and SCP-4187-2. An abridged transcription of the video log recorded by Scion 4's body cam can be found below. Exploration A2. Input security credentials. Level accepted. Displaying log. Team details: MTF Scion 12, Deep Fryers. Psi 1, Edward Brathel, Demolitions Expert. Psi 2, Alfred Willis, Chemist. Psi 3, Pedro Ruiz, Medic. Psi 4, Jim Myers, Team Lead. Start abridged log.
Alright, equipment check. Cams up and running. Radio's going. Flares ready. Weapons check. All clear for me, Jimbo. Same here. Seems like everyone's fine, Psi-4. Scion 4 to base, do you read? Loud and clear, Commish. Proceed.
The group enters the restaurant with 4 at the rear. Upon entrance, a mechanical pumping and grinding can be heard from behind the kitchen, but no other sounds are audible. A large metal panel covers the counter space, with tubes running up and down it, which travel into the ceiling. A whoosh can be heard before a small takeout bag pops out of one of the chutes.
Food looks fine. Edible at least. Did you not read the fucking briefing? That shit could be made out of anything. And considering how empty the town seems to be, it's most likely people. Or metal. Of course I read the damn briefing. Though I didn't pick it up, idiot. Remember, you're only here for observation, not as a taste tester. This isn't Costco.
Psi 2 moves over to the windows, which appear segmented and made of many smaller, hexagonal panels of glass.
Those are some weird windows. Stop ogling at glass, Al. let's just keep going.
The team examines the lobby of the restaurant further, finding nothing of note.
Alright. Everything seems to be going on back there. Aldro, weapons ready and go.
Psi 2 and Psi 3 open the swivel door to the employees only area. A long tunnel leads towards darkness.
Spooky. Very spooky.
The four begin walking. The brickstones and tubes which hold up the walls begin to become bleached as they continue downwards.
Strange. These walls are puffy. And these tubes are massive. Bunch of them. Snaking down everywhere. If we're all meeting up here.
As they continue, Psi 3 stops.
I am never going to a Burger King again. Christ. Big Mac all the fucking way now. At least they don't eat me.
A loud groan can be heard before moisture begins to drip from large holes in the ceiling.
Anyone else noticing that there's, water here? Or something? And it's slimy.
As he continues forward, a rattling can be heard from the tubes. Swiveling his flashlight up, Psi 2 shines a beam on large pieces of lettuce. Shining the beam down, he continues. Foundation review noted the lettuce's amoeba-like, shifting structure.
Sonar tells me there's gonna be a small door ahead of you guys. There it is in all its glory.
The team comes upon the kitchen doors. Psi 1 enters by squeezing through, followed by Psi 4, Psi 2, and Psi 3.
Yuck.
As they enter, the grinding sound grows louder. Body cam footage reveals the presence of a standard commercial kitchen, albeit devoid of any appliances. A large machine is in the back.
The place is fully stocked. Like people just up and left. No one's been here for a long ass time, but there's still fresh lettuce? I don't like this at all. Look at this!
Psi 4 points to the large tank in the back. The machine features a large hopper connected to the overhead tubes, spitting out ground-up ingredients onto a conveyor belt. Shoes, metal, unidentified meat, and wood can be seen flowing onto the belt, into a funnel. Psi 1 moves to the output area, where the finished food is put into the pneumatic tubes seen earlier. The food is not whisked away, however, allowing for Psi 2 to pick it up and examine it. The camera catches a metallic glint from the box of fries, which appear to be moist, eaten away, and gray.
Looks fine. A regular old box of gray, stringy fries.
Upon closer examination, he quickly tosses it away. A long, stringy object is caught on his arm.
What the fuck? That's a shoelace! So that's where everyone went. The entire town. Just eaten. Psi 3, can you strike that rusty pedal, please? We still have yet to know exactly how that machine works.
Psi 3 picks up his gun and begins to strike the body of the machine with the stock of his rifle. As he's pulled back by Psi 1, he strikes the machine's panel once more. It falls away, revealing a pinkish, fleshy mass.
It's not a fucking machine. Please retrieve a small sample.
Psi-3 carves the fleshy mass, cutting a hole in its side. A yellow liquid starts flowing out, melting the fallen panel. A low rattling can be heard from the ingredient containers.
What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? Weapons ready. Evacuate. We found the source. We'll get others to deal with this.
A loud reverberating groan can be heard. 2 boxes of lettuce latch onto Psi-1's back before breaking them down using an acid similar to the one out of the machine. A frothy substance is excreted by the boxes as Psi-1 screams.
Go, go, go!
A final frame of the body cam shows Psi-1 inside one of the leaves of lettuce, which has expanded to his size and is breaking him down.
Commish, this place isn't doing what I think it is it? Shut up and move!
Their way is blocked by massive burger buns. These buns excrete sesame seeds onto the trio before melting into the same yellow acid as before. Foundation analysis finds these sesame seeds bearing a strong resemblance to immunoglobulin E. The buns are torn apart by rifle fire.
It's trying to kill us. We just have to make it out now, guys. This shit made them start swarming. They're coming quickly.
As they continue, a scream can be heard. Psi-3 is being ground to a pulp by the walls, which are constricting and attempting to push him toward the kitchen door. As he's pulled through the door, a low grumble can be heard. Psi-2 attempts to fire a few shots, but it does nothing to the walls.
Shit. Commish, what are we gonna do? Run, Drew, just fucking run. We get out of here and we run.
The employees-only door comes in sight. Psi-4 is able to make it through, but before he can, a muffled thump is heard. Turning around, the body cam catches a glimpse of the floor rising up. Blue, throbbing veins can be seen before the muscular floor pushes Psi-2 back towards the doors. On the way down, the floor strikes Psi-2 against a thick, low-hanging outcrop, which causes another loud groan. Psi-2 is rendered unconscious according to biomonitors, and body cam footage reveals his breaking down by the lettuce soon after.
Fuck. Drew! Alright, that's it.
Psi-4 loads his rifle.
Go to hell.
Psi-4 shoots the outcrop, as well as the floor. The floor begins to move again, releasing moisture from the tunnel onto Psi-4, and attempting to throw him backwards into the tunnel. Psi-4 fires rounds from the doorway, rendering the floor immobile, before turning his attention to the outcrop and tunnel. Psi-4 eventually runs out of rounds.
I'm empty.
He sits down on a table. Loud clanging can be heard, before a takeout bag shoots out of the Whopper Popper. Psi-4 goes over to it and opens it. Bodycam footage reveals a large, tightly packed brown object, bearing resemblance to a massive patty. The patty contains 3 body cams, not recording.
The fucking burger ate them all. The fucking burger ate them all.
The metal shutters are closed and opened again on the windows of the restaurant.
Fuck.
Psi-4 exits SCP-4187-2.
And I can hear it. I can hear something.
Due to nightfall, Psi-4 turns on his flashlight. A loud metal groaning can be heard. Psi-4 looks up, and the body cam captures a brief flicker of light. All biometrics cease soon after. The final transmission of his body cam is attached below. End log. The goddamn burgers killed them all. You goddamn burger bastards! Well, what's eating you up, Psi-4? Anyway, that was funny. What's with all the fast food ones? It was simultaneously funny, and also a little bit morbid. Kinda messed up. Sheesh. 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 Alright, such was SCP-4187. We got one more on the immediate docket for the night. Don't know if we'll do another one past this. Maybe. We will. I'm not sure yet. It'll depend on how much time we have left. Before we do, though, I think it's time for a break. We've been going for an hour. I need to give my voice a little bit of time to rest. So, get up, walk around, stretch your legs, all that good stuff, and we will be right back. I return. Go the SCPs, I gotta go to sleep, got work in 7 hours. Yeah, get some sleep, mind me. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Alrighty. That was a dark one, in a manner of speaking. I mean, a lot of people died, but it was also very funny. It did remind me of Bug Snacks. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Talking about Bug Snacks. Time for a big boat. Oh my, quite a nice boat you have there. All right, let's get to work, shall we? We only got so much time, so maybe I should talk like this the entire time. The cradle, item number, SCP-2675. Object class, Keter. Special containment procedures. Containment efforts regarding SCP-2675 are suspended. The anomaly is to be destroyed on site. Engagement of SCP-2675 is optimally conducted by aircraft, as the anomaly has proven both elusive and advantaged against naval units. Neutralization procedures are to be focused on complete thermal destruction of the vessel. See, we could talk like that, but, no, we're gonna do the normal. Alright. Yeah. Set. We're not on Radio Demon. We're good. The Cradle. Item number, SCP-2675. Object class, Keter. Special containment procedures. Containment efforts regarding SCP-2675 are suspended. The anomaly is to be destroyed on site. Engagement of SCP-2675 is optimally conducted by aircraft, as the anomaly has proven both elusive and advantaged against naval units. Neutralization procedures are to be focused on complete thermal destruction of the vessel. Reports of maritime disasters and unusual incidents are to be monitored, with primary attention directed at the Arctic, Northern Atlantic, and Northern Pacific Oceans. See Reconnaissance File 2675 for details and areas of special attention. Satellite observation of the aforementioned areas will be maintained continuously. Civilian or military contact with SCP-2675 requires immediate implementation of Grade 4 media blackout protocols, and the deployment of an aerial response team from the nearest practicable facility. General Pyotr Vinogradov, Security 4/2675, will direct the assembly and operations of the aerial response team. Non-Foundation survivors recovered from SCP-2675 events will be administered Class A amnestics. Description: SCP-2675 is the Sibir, an Arctica-class nuclear-powered icebreaker constructed by the Soviet Union in 1977. Official records from the Russian Federation indicated that the Sibir was retired in 1992 due to a steam system malfunction. However, documents turned over by the GRUP reveal that the Sibir was lost during a mission in the Arctic Ocean, investigating a believed anomalous artifact. Although SCP-2675's current appearance is not significantly different than it was prior to its 1992 disappearance, the vessel may spontaneously change shape and produce additional structures, equipment, or or weaponry. SCP-2675 generates varying levels of neutron radiation and is frequently observed to produce a pale blue glow in surrounding waters, believed to be Cherenkov radiation. In addition to traveling in a mundane manner, the vessel also possesses a second form of transportation. This second method consists of SCP-2675 wholly vanishing from one location and manifesting elsewhere. The nature and limitations of this ability are unknown, though it does not appear to detriment SCP-2675, and coincides with a momentary increase in neutron radiation from the vessel. SCP-2675 is sporadically encountered by military and civilian naval vessels in the water of the Arctic, Northern Atlantic, and Northern Pacific Oceans, occasionally being spotted as far as south as the Sea of Okhotsk, the Gulf of Alaska, and the North Sea. SCP-2675 is hostile and extremely dangerous, though its aggression seems secondary to a primary objective, the nature of which remains speculative. No crew or other personnel have ever been observed on or inside SCP-2675. However, previous encounters with the anomaly have determined the existence of a discrete entity, now designated SCP-2675-1. SCP-2675-1 is believed to be the vessel's captain or controller, and while the entity has not been visually identified, it has communicated with civilian, military, and Foundation personnel via radio. SCP-2675-1's voice is consistent with an adult human male, and the entity is fluent in Russian, French, and English. SCP-2675-1 is both hostile and highly intelligent, making use of SCP-2675's stoutness and anomalous properties to compensate for its lack of military configuration. Engagement Log 2675 Alpha. On November 7, 1995, SCP-2675 was observed by numerous civilian sources in the Bering Sea. The nuclear icebreaker's presence was not immediately thought to be unusual, given its close proximity to Russian shores and Arctic waters. 8 hours following initial observations, SCP-2675 made contact with an American commercial vessel and engaged with extreme prejudice. Reports intercepted by Foundation personnel in Anchorage, Alaska, described numerous anomalous properties exhibited by the icebreaker. These reports were redirected immediately to the Regional Superintendent's office and redacted. Upon order from the Regional Superintendent, Foundation contacts at Naval Base Kitsap in Washington State deployed the Altman, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, to the Bering Sea. Notes: the Altman maintained radio contact with Foundation contacts at Naval Base Kitsap throughout the mission, which, coupled with recovered video/audio recordings, have allowed for a largely reliable record of the event. Begin log.
Unknown contact, identify immediately or be destroyed.
20 seconds of silence.
Unknown contact, this is your final warning. Identify or be destroyed. Vobshekto? Repeat? Americans. You want to know who am I? I am Herald of God. Clarify. I sail for the God-child, born of the atom. My flesh burns with the light of his knowledge. I am no longer life, but time and energy. Is that answer enough for you? That is indeterminate. You are responsible for numerous civilian casualties and must be detained. Allow yourself to be escorted into our custody or be destroyed. The Godchild does not desire this, and neither do I. I alone am master of this ship, and only God can direct me. Surrender yourself or be destroyed. There will be no further communication.
SCP-2675 transfigures, producing two large devices resembling microwave emitters on its starboard deck. The Altman fires an RGM-109B Tomahawk missile at SCP-2675. However, the target vanishes prior to contact. Missile detonates underwater. SCP-2675 manifests at point-blank range to the Altman, ramming it on the latter's port side. The Altman suffers significant damage, but opens fire on SCP-2675 with its Mark 45 artillery and M242 Bushmaster cannons. While under fire, SCP-2675 directs both of the aforementioned devices at the Altman. Crew aboard the Altman report the spontaneous appearance of many transparent and luminous humanoid figures, which, as determined by onboard dosimeters, all produce lethal levels of ionizing radiation. At this point, SCP-2675 has sustained grievous damage from the bombardment and breaks away, heading north. The Altman continues its assault until SCP-2675 vanishes again. End log. In the aftermath of Event 2675 Alpha, two Sikorsky CH-53E Super Stallion helicopters were deployed to determine the status of the Altman and search for survivors. It was determined that all personnel aboard the Altman were killed, either by SCP-2675's collision, drowning, or radiation poisoning. Analysis of recovered video footage indicates that personnel suffering radiation poisoning from contact with SCP-2675 displayed atypical symptomatology, including transparency and luminosity of organic tissues, and emission of Cherenkov radiation from the eyes, due to interaction between charged particles and the vitreous humor. At the time of its next recorded appearance, the damages sustained by SCP-2675 during Event 2675 Alpha were seemingly repaired, and noticeable changes were observed in the vessel's structure. Investigative Report, Carmichael, Excerpt. In May of 1996, several former GRUP operatives were granted asylum in return for the relinquishment of numerous documents, including those pertaining to the Sabir's service history. Records indicate that the icebreaker was utilized by the GRUP for reconnaissance and transportation of materials between installations in northern Russia. The vessel's last recorded mission, in 1992, entailed the investigation of an electromagnetic anomaly in the Arctic Ocean. Contact with the Sabir was lost 4 days into its mission, following a final radio transmission from the captain, redacted, the nature of which was undetermined at the time. Below is a translated transcript of Redacted's transmission.
I have placed the child in his cradle. It is a crude cradle, small and weak. But it is all that my ship could give him. The truth is that we were not looking for him. He was looking for us. He found us, looking through his frozen cocoon. We looked at him, but did not know or comprehend. I broke open his cocoon and held him in my hands. I burned, but did not feel pain. My men and I were reduced to ash in the snow. Without eyes, we could truly see. Without flesh, we could truly feel. I felt the love of God. I saw the light of His Majesty. In this nuclear age, we can think only of missiles and power plants. But there is something purer inside all of us. We are atoms. The Godchild sits at the heart of my ship, and he will take us on a long journey. When I return, I will show all men his love, and I will find the other children that sleep in the sea.
Event 2675, November. On July 8th, 2005, SCP-2675 was observed in the Greenland Sea attacking a fishing trawler. The entire incident was observed by a nearby personal sailing vessel, the owner of which testified that SCP-2675 rammed the fishing trawler, causing the latter's hull to breach and the entire ship to eventually capsize. As the trawler was sinking, SCP-2675 produced several devices consistent with those seen in Event 2675 Alpha, and directed them at the capsized vessel. During this process, numerous meteorological disturbances were observed, and an aircraft resembling a rigid airship in the sky, emerging from cloud cover. Upon the appearance of this aircraft, SCP-2675 immediately ceased its previous activity and produced several unidentified and unprecedented structures, all of which it then directed at the aircraft. Both SCP-2675 and the aircraft began to sustain severe thermal damage, with no identified source. After several minutes, both participants disappeared, but not before the sailing vessel received a radio transmission from SCP-2675-1. It is believed that this transmission was broadcast at an extremely high amplitude, and on all marine VHF and aircraft band frequencies. And it was detected by various other marine and aerial recipients over an area of redacted. Below is a transcript of the transmission.
You are unworthy. You cannot have them. Surrender your cradle to me.
SCP-2675 was not observed again until 8 months following this event. It showed no signs of damage, but demonstrated a significant increase in neutron radiation emission. The anomalous aircraft has not reappeared, in conjunction with SCP-2675, or otherwise. During his interrogation, the sailing vessel owner turned over several photographs he had obtained of the event, which included some images of the aircraft. After investigation, it was determined that the aircraft's dimensions and markings were consistent with that of the redacted, a Zeppelin developed by Nazi Germany in 1943 as part of an experimental nuclear weapons program. The redacted is known to have been carrying or integrated with an anomalous object, unidentified in available records.
Whoa, dude. That's crazy. Whoa, bro.
An indestructible hypersonic missile? Now there's an object. Oh man. That was fun. Don't you think? I think so. It's a big boat. Alright, you know what? We got time for one more real quick. A real short one. Good one indeed. Indeed. Alright. What is the name of this article? 6179. Another one. We got a little bit of extra time. Hand attack. I can fit a short one in. Safe. All right. We'll grab this one real quick, and then probably head out. Because I need to get the shorts ready for tomorrow. I need to get home and get to sleep. And then I'll work on... depending on what people choose, I'll either work on forming the new format, or I'll just start working on these videos tomorrow. Anyway. Hand attack. Item number SCP-6179. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-6179 is held within a safe class containment locker. Description: SCP-6179 is a severed human hand found within the thoracic cavity of senior researcher Fiacra McConnell following his death by sudden cardiac arrest at age 73. SCP-6179 has a number of signs of advanced arthritis, including a reduced range of motion, swelling, and hand muscles seized in a manner that indicate hand muscles seized in a manner that indicates cramping. SCP-6179 lacks fingerprints on the middle finger and ring finger. Addendum 6179-1. Testing revealed the fingerprint present on the index finger matched that of senior researcher McConnell's left index finger, as held in the Foundation database. Footnote: McConnell lost this finger in an accident at 25. Investigations to determine any matches for the pinky finger and thumb, which do not match McConnell's, are ongoing. Addendum 6179-2. Following proposals for further analysis, a full autopsy was conducted on the cadaver of senior researcher McConnell. Autopsy results include a bruising pattern on the heart, matching that of SCP-6179. A short one. Yeah, it's like a 2-minute read. Damn near exactly. Quick in and out, couple of minutes job. Alright. I think that will be it for today. I am going to get the audio processing from these readings so that I can work on them later. I'm going to get the shorts cut out from the stream, from the Dark Souls stream earlier today, and we should be back tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow, still for me, with more Dark Souls. Don't think we'll be doing a reading stream tomorrow, because I have work on Friday morning. But we will try, hopefully we will finish beating Dark Souls tomorrow. So that's exciting. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, because I certainly did. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.